Hi friends, MD Vegan. Today is my gentle juice fasting day. I only drink beverages, light beverages, such as juices. Yeah, they are delightful, full of nutrients, and they go direct into the system. No digestion. That means my digestion can rest, can pause for a whole day and night, and it gives me so much so much creativity, for example, so much energy and so much awareness, for my own analysis, who I am. And cleansing, of course, it cleanses my body. If digestion can rest, the body cares about itself. It doesn't take in from outside. It can cleanse. All the energy goes to cleansing, self-reflection, also physical and mentally, both. And the creativity, I take advantage of that because I know then I can make a new recipe on these days. I mean, I make a new recipe every day. On fasting days, I begin with juices. That is the beginning of my cooking. If I learn cooking myself, and the videos here I make for you, they're also myself, because I learn cooking here. That method, the Take 3 method, beginning with 3 ingredients, and each of the ingredients, again, can have 3 ingredients, so it's not fixed to 3 ingredients, but 3 is a very important number, because 3 ingredients create a new complex flavor, where there's 2 ingredients only. It don't create so much complexity. There's only 2 parts, and they're easy to analyze. 3, there are 6 ways to analyze it, which can have a relation to which of the 3. So it's a different step. If you make 3, you have a completely different situation than only 2. That's why I begin with 3, because creating new recipes is new flavors, basically, new experiences for the one who eats or enjoys it. So 3 is the method. I learned that through some years of regular practice. And now these 3 parts are a guiding principle, a leading principle. That makes it just easier for me to practically go ahead. There is no magic number 3. It doesn't really matter if you have 3, 4, 5, whatever ingredients, or 1 only. It doesn't matter. What matters is that I have like a red thread, something I can walk along as my guideline, to make something new every day. It's very simple. If I know I need 3 ingredients, it's a little bit of a mind thing. It helps me to go along, to go ahead in a systematic way. So a perfect genius chef doesn't need any methods. They just do it from inside and create. There are wonderful, beautiful chefs outside, friends of mine. They're all creative from inside, and I love that too. But I have this method now, and that allows me to incorporate new ingredients every day, to make the variety greater. So this method is simple and has some advantages. On these fasting days, especially when I begin to make new recipes with juices, because juices are, and smoothies too, juices and smoothies are something that gives me the direct experience of the fruit and the vegetables and the nuts I use more than other recipes. Juices, for example, especially as juices, they are though close to the produce, because the physical part of my digestion, all the material part, is taken away. I have just the pure nutrients, the colors, of the juices, the flavors, the fragrances, all that what my senses enjoy. This goes directly in my system, and I can feel it even better. So that's why juicing, in short, is such a good start to create new recipes. Juices, smoothies, soups, and so on, and all these experiences, how one ingredient plays with others. This experience, it's basically interesting for a chef. How do the ingredients play with each other? This is the main thing. To make a good recipe, you need several ingredients that are in harmony. They play to each other, They enhance each other, yeah, on many levels. That's why juicing is so important to me. And what better way to do than a juice fasting day? So that's all perfect. Yeah. So today it's an orange juice with apricots and beet. Here, one orange. It's a large orange, and about the same amount of apricots. I've done that before. It's a wonderful combination. This is creamier, this is lighter, together, both orange, amazing flavor. Yeah, they're all easy available now in season. The apricots, the summer comes, apricots are there. They're they're amazing fruit for the system. Also, they're cleansing too and balancing the system. Very nice. So apricots. And now, in a way, the main ingredient, though not quantity, is red beet. This is, for creating new recipes and flavors, maybe the most important ingredient of all. Yeah. Beet, I didn't know that before, found out later, not in the beginning. Beet has an earth flavor, and many people don't like it. But it has not only super health benefits, it makes you endurance when you're in a workout. It jumps up, yeah. You excel. That's proven scientifically now. If you eat beet or drink a juice, you are just better. You have a long endurance, more than others that don't drink the beet juice. It's a direct way to improve your performance. So beet is amazing and very much power, and in a good way. But in the flavor, yeah, it is even more surprising to me that if you combine this earth flavor that is so insignificant by itself, you combine it with sweet and sour fruit, the most exciting flavors are created. And for example, with oranges, just makes the beet juice delicious without adding any extra flavor. It just still tastes like beet juice, but it is nice. Beet juice by itself doesn't taste so nice. With orange, it's nice. But other fruit, like mango is the most extreme example maybe, creates a completely different flavor. You don't know it's a beet juice. Beet and mango juice, you have no idea there's mango in it, from the flavor, yeah. With an orange, you know it's beet juice, yeah, but it tastes nice. Now I want to see what the apricot does, because all the different fruit create something completely different with the beet. So I find out with apricot today. It's an apricot beet juice, so to say. I begin in a moment, come back with the juice and taste it for you. My beet juice is ready. Beet apricot juice, because apricot is more than beet, so it's an apricot juice. Orange, yeah, to be precise, it's a beet apricot orange juice, yeah. But the orange is the neutral element in the beet world, because it doesn't add so much flavor to the beet. It just makes the beet taste well, yeah. But now I'm so excited to find out what the apricot does to the beet. Will it add a new flavor, completely new flavor, or yeah, let's see. I'm excited. So this juice is pretty nice and creamy. The color is beautiful. Everywhere you put beet in, it's getting red. All beet juices are beet juices because the red color is so predominant, and that's exactly what's most important in the beet. It's the color. It's a very important part of the beet. It's a nutrient. This color. So let me taste it. Wow. Yeah, it's in the middle. It adds a new flavor to the beet. It still allows the beet flavor to unfold, this earth flavor. The earth flavor is there. Interesting. Oh, that's very nice. I'll show you. You can taste for yourself. I like it. Of course, I mean, adding beets to these orange juices or other fruit juices is most of the time it's fantastic flavors. But interesting what this kind of change does to the beet flavor. I will go on watching that. It's beautiful, right? I will go on watching that and do more with the apricots and beets. Now the apricots are in season and get nice apricots and they make nice juices, and let's see. And then I can use it in other recipes too. Smoothies, dressings, for example. My cakes, desserts, breakfast, let's see. One idea, why did that happen to the beet? Yeah. My idea, I'm not sure. My idea is because it is high in sugar. We know that beets are high in sugar, have a lot of sugar. And like carrots too, carrots are also high in sugar. And they show similar effects together with other fruit. But especially beet is even higher than the carrots. And I guess this sugar is what creates these amazing flavors. That is a modern term, a modern scientific term, talk about the sugar as a nutrient in the beet and other ingredients. In ancient terms, we would call it an earth flavor. We know what an earth flavor tastes like earth. Yeah, we know. But in ancient terms, the element, teaching of the elements, like we know in yoga and other Asian cultures, okay, they're also in Western cultures, they also have an ancient teaching of the elements. But it's not a very sophisticated science. It's more the beginning of the science. If you go back to European history, to the Greek philosophy, where the first philosophers are reported, they came from philosophers that tried to find the basic elements of all that there is, and they called it element. Yeah, and there were different opinions among the philosophers. Some said it's water, some said it's the air, some said, the different kinds of suggestions they had about the elements. And when philosophy began, in a modern kind of way, we're talking about it, they tried to systematize that. They said, okay, an element is the base of everything. They're talking of elements. And then philosophy began to, but it was still very pre-scientific, as we call it today. They have many things had to happen until we talk from about elements today, like oxygen, hydroxygen, chlorine, all these things. We call that elements today. In the chemical way, is different from the talk of elements in the ancient sciences. But the ancient sciences, they had also an advantage before us, because they did not do the abstraction. They didn't put, they were holistic. Yeah? Of course, that is limited. If you have a holistic approach, that is limited. And science, as we know it today, goes into detail, abstract, takes one detail out of the universe, the cosmos, one part, and finds out some qualities, makes some sentences, some findings, some research about this part, and they do not regard the connectedness with everything. That is holistic. Modern science not holistic, and that's of course also a limitation to the modern science. So we talk about elements today. It's a limited. Not holistic approach, whereas the ancient science were limited because they were holistic. And that is a little bit a dilemma for the science, because our sciences are separated in parts. They don't communicate that easily. It's a big problem. But modern science also talks about holistic views and try to incorporate all the other parts. That's not a forgotten thing. That's very actual today. There are many scientists around the world that gather and they say the science of the future has to be holistic, and they find logical ways to talk about holism, and so there are different researchers on the way. It's still a new topic, but so talking about Earth, yeah, back to the beginning, talking about Earth, if you say it's an Earth flavor, what I mean is that Earth element, among the other elements, is the element that contains all the other elements. So if that is an earth element containing all the other elements, it makes sense that flavors can be hidden in that earth element. You put other ingredients to that, you open it, and all the flavors come out. So that's a way for me to wrap my mind around why in the world beet is so versatile. Why can I create so many fantastic flavors with a beet? And the earth element story might be an answer, and the sugar might be the modern answer, because we know sugar is so important in creating flavors. We know that from science, from nutritional science. Sugar is everywhere because people know, the industry knows, putting sugar into a dish makes it wanted. We want the sugar. That is something we want. And well, you have something to think about But that's of course something for fasting days when the mind flies high and we are not so much with both feet on the ground. But that's of course happens tomorrow again. I will stand on the ground firmly tomorrow again, go on with my whole food recipes, and today I enjoy the juices. And if you want to join too, you can go to Trio Mood Fasting. That's a Facebook page where I post a new juicing recipe once a week. But I fast, juices, gentle juice fasting. And otherwise, subscribe MD Vegan on YouTube. Have another recipe every single day. And find me on Facebook, Instagram, Pinterest, and Twitter.